it's been a while since the last time I did that. This is on the computer because my phone is hooked up on the TV, so they can watch Cocomelon and jump around. It's snowing outside. I just took the laundry out. I don't know what's gonna happen to the laundry, but it might just freeze as it's wet. And anyways, I don't feel today like small talk. So I'm just gonna cut down to the core of what I'm gonna be talking about. Floss wiping noses, because we have 2 toddlers that had a cold this past week, and I think that's the stress from that still the whole thing. But I've been reflecting recently on my sister and I, we always talk and evaluate life as we foresaw it in the past as younger ladies, and what we find ourselves in right now. And trust me, the difference is like a universe away. So it's just we were like, what were we doing? Like, why we were so stupid? Why we didn't research? Why we didn't set goals? Why nobody was there around to guide us and to lead us? Like, why people... Well, I guess people let you make your own mistakes and things happen for a reason, but I do believe that we make choices and we reap the results. And so I've been reflecting recently on why did I do what I did as university kid? Because I was not even a kid. Like when I was in Hawaii, I was, let's see, 24, 25. So that's not a kid. I mean, like compared to now, it's a kid still. But and besides the work, which was great, I enjoyed working for the Polynesian Cultural Center as a tour guide. I loved every minute of it. Oh my gosh, I was like, if I stay in this place forever and work for them, I would do my 120%. But they didn't seem to encourage students to stay there to work for them, especially the international students. I understand you have to pay the visa, and it's a long process. I guess they're more willing to die with the Polynesian people. Some white lady from Europe, like Eastern Europe, even. It's like, what the heck. But anyway, so that's not my point. My point is, when I was, in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it's all about marriage. It's all about families. Families are for forever. And I'm going to be disturbed by a lot of times by this kid or the other one or whatever. But I was imagining my relationship with my partner to be, first of all, foundation is love, of course, love and appreciation and respect, especially respect, and trust and respect are the big ones, and of course love too. You have to have 2 people love each other before they realize they want to connect their lives together, no matter nationality, culture, tongue, or whatever, because the Lord Jesus Christ is in that relationship. He is the guide. He's the glue, the connection, the mediator, the everything. He's the everything. And so that's how I was seeing. I did not look for Mr. Perfect. I really didn't. But I was seeking to connect with a person that I can trust. And then I can put my arms around that person and cry out if I had a hard day, or jump around, dance around if I had a good day, and things like that. I was not anymore. I was an impulsive person. Like, I would love to express my feelings, and I guess that's how we are in Europe, and that's a normal thing. But here, in Japan, expressing emotion of any kind is like you are a sociopath or a psychopath, or you are a weak person. And so that just killed the liveliness inside of me slowly. It did. It really did. Like, I'm thinking now I'm gonna go back to work in April, and I don't see that Boriana, the bubbly and the cheerful one. I will be just this indifferent person, seeing little people around and just opening my mouth to say the things right. I can probably have like a few kids that will probably make my life like make a smile, but guess what? Even if I smile, there will be a mask, so who cares? Um, and then that will be like my I don't know what to say, like time of rest and relaxation at work, because when I come home, it will be like coming back to 5 people that I have to clean this and do laundries to and bathe and stuff like that. You know, the twins first. The others, they can take care of themselves. So yeah, and again, I the core of why I feel like a prisoner here is because I don't feel like I'm myself. I don't feel like I suppress everything that used to be me. So because I'm a mom to begin with, you know, I put my kids first. I don't know why. Maybe not all moms do that. Maybe some moms make their time for themselves. I understand that, but me, I'm just a weirdo, I guess. I just want to have a good time for everybody and include everybody and just have fun together and create good memories together. To me, family is the most important thing, and I think the reason is because I lacked that as a growing up kid. I lacked that, and I did not have two parents, and I did not grow up with confidence in the self and in others. And so you know, joining the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints helped me build some kind of confidence in myself, testimony of the Lord, because you know, when you know you're a child of God, things get different how you see yourself and those around you. You start trusting other people better and more, even if they're not perfect just like you, and less judgmental, and no like you just become a different person. And that's what they call conversion, right? Conversion means when your heart changes and you see the world in a different way because your heart has been changed. And so my dearest hope was to find a husband that I will not get tired to tell him how much I love him. I'm probably one of those weird romantic people. Like if you read the Twilight Saga books, I think an Edward, which is an impossible character in this life, I think that kind of person would probably fit me best. Even if it gets to the point where you're kind of like sick of being around him, like you just want to have your own time, like Bella did with the other guy Jake. But like just be with friends out and constantly all the time together. But like I understand that, you know, in the world we live in is just you know, two people work and then come home and attend family and matters and then chores and then they retire in the next day, and then you plan hopeful vacations so you can spend more quality time together. But in this world we live in right now, there's also the games, there's the internet, there's the YouTube, there's the preteens, you know, grouping up with friends, hanging out, like thinking about friends first in their family. There's so much, and you just at the end of the day, I feel like my head is exploding. Actually, really physically hurts, and so it's hard. And I wanted to have lots of kids, but 5 is a bit much, especially growing up with just a sister and a mom and, you know, grandparents, but they slowly passed away one after another. And so it was just like us ladies, and I'm surrounded here by guys. Like before the twins, it was just guys in the house, and I had those days when I was screaming inside of my head so hard because I just don't understand guys. I never grew up in the presence of guys. And here's the Lord having the sense of humor, sending to me 3 boys, one after another. And having hard time reading their father too, like trying to make things, like when I love somebody, when I jump into a relationship, I give 150%. I don't understand relationships where it's like on the surface only and a show off. Or to me, relationships, I don't have many friends either because I mean, just first of all, I'm in isolation here, which means there's no many other foreigners who speak English around you in the neighborhood to begin with. But also I don't make efforts because I don't have time to do that. And so that's that. And then the second part is I just with friends, I I I don't have many friends, but those that are my friends are friends forever. And they we left somewhere in the timeline and we get together and we start from where we left. And they're my friends, and I will do anything for my friends. And I love my friends. I don't have many, but I love those who are my friends and I can call my friends. And so the same is with family relationships. I never had the best relationships with my mom, but she's my mom, and I will do anything for her because she chose after she divorced. She chose to focus her life on work so she can provide for her 2 kids on her own with no much financial support from anywhere else. So she worked at some point three jobs in 3 different areas and throughout the week. So she would come home like exhausted, and I appreciate now those things. Back then, maybe I didn't. Maybe it was a burden for me if she asked me to make the dinner or something, or to clean the house on Saturdays. Maybe it was a burden for me. Maybe I was like, why I cannot go out and hang out with my friends like the others do, and why I have to be home. But because she was alone, and I was like, I don't want that to happen to me and my kids ever, like ever. And so I love my parents, even if they're different, if they divorced. I love them both. They're great personalities. They care, and they have the sense of humor, the sense of safety and love. And they hurt when they see me hurt. They hurt too, and I cannot hide it. It's always on my face what's going on, and sometimes that's why sometimes I don't really answer the phone to them, because it's not because I can't. I could just open the phone, the Skype, and tell them I love them and just carry on with my work, but I don't feel like, I don't want them to see my my tears, or that I had a bad day, and pretty much cope with the loneliness by myself. And they hurt too. I know they do. But anyways, back to the imaginary person that I wanted to marry. I say imaginary because I have been around for 40 years in this world, and I saw a lot of people and a lot of men and how they treat their wives and their girlfriends when I was a teenager. And to be honest with you, I'm not saying all ladies in this world are great. There are some ladies that are, I don't want to say the B word, but there are girls like that. But I think mostly the ladies, once they get into a relationship where there is a child, things change, and the focus is elsewhere, and there is this motherhood input inside. No matter how old you are, you can be a little girl, like a little toddler, and you could go and grab the toy and just cuddle it, and so you can comfort it. It's input in your body, something a man would not understand. And so I don't say all ladies are like that. Some ladies don't give a crap about their children. They just make kids or abortions or whatever. I'm not gonna go there, but um, in general, I think men, I have kind of lost trust into them because I see mine growing up now. I have three of them, and this little guy here, but he's still small. Um, I see how they develop and how their brain works, and I don't have the psychology education behind, but I don't understand it. I don't understand a lot of it, and I'm trying to connect by either yelling or showing love and support. Um, both don't work sometimes. Sometimes they work. But I'm to the point where, they're gonna grow up bigger than me, and it's kind of like funny to yell at a person like that. So I'm kind of to the point where one of them I would leave the toddlers with them and go shopping, and I hear coming back that one of them was like swearing, using the F word and the B word, just watching an animation, being pumped up to do so. So I'm like, so doing that in front of the twins, is that a good thing? I didn't even yell. I just talked to that guy, and he just got embarrassed, of course, probably, and it's like horrible, feeling horrible, or not, I don't know. But the thing is, like, when I was doing that, when I was sitting down to talk to him, his father was on his phone on the couch, and then he left yesterday on Saturday. He left to go help his employee to get herself a new car. And so it's like, it's pretty lonely in this relationship, and I could tell you, I could write volumes about this crap relationship I got involved into, trapped into, doomed into. I could tell you volumes about it, but so that's what makes it like so different. Like, for what I was expecting is not something superior, something perfection, something out of this world. No. What I was expecting is one thing. What I see as a culture, as roots, as just completely different thing. And that humongous gap, nothing can fill it in except the kids, and I love them. And all they know is this freaking country, and the culture here, and the people here, and how they carry themselves and how they express themselves. That's all they know. Even if they go to Hawaii, to Bulgaria, it's not like enrooted in just visited places. I visited places too, but that doesn't make me like one of them. I spent 4 years in Hawaii. I am not Hawaiian. I spent 2 years, almost a year and a half in Utah and Colorado. That doesn't make me a Utah or Colorado person. So I'm a Bulgarian, and I always will be. That's who I am. But because I have raised kids in a different country from Bulgaria, and in a place where I constantly have to adjust or be completely frustrated and angry with what I don't like, it just makes you like, you don't really know who you are anymore, because like, jumping into a relationship that is out of your country to begin with is hard, because you have to build a future elsewhere, somewhere. And it wasn't my choice to be here, not even for a second. So I think for now, just keep it here, and I will probably pour myself into more details and facts as to what makes me so sick and tired of existing here, and not reaching my full potential as a human being. And I just feel sorry for my kids, that they have to see just that minimum of me every day. Like today, I didn't even wake up to say goodbye to them before school. I just slept through, because all night those two are fighting with the blankets, and the little guy has a runny nose and stuck. He couldn't sleep much, so I'm scared if he can breathe or not. So when they're not feeling well, I don't have much sleep. and I don't have much comfort and peace inside. It's just like I have to sag their noses with the machine. They cry and scream. It's a fight. It's a wrestling match every time. I have to make sure they have enough food and liquids in their system, which reminds me I have to squeeze some lemon to make lemonade for them, because that they like it. Anyways, so this is for now, and I'll continue doing this when I have time, because letting it out helps me to make it through the day.